Everybody, I am Noah. If you saw my other videos, great. This is a tutorial or top 8 things of how to play the electric guitar. And these are my 2 dogs in the back. Anyways, so the first thing you need to know about electric guitars is that they don't run on, they don't make any sound because as you can see here, there's no sound hole. There's just a plain old white thing. So they work on electricity. And so you gotta have this thing. It's called an amplifier. Most electric guitars come with an amplifier. If it doesn't, then you might want to get an amplifier, because if not, your electric guitar will not work. Your amplifier does not have to look like this. You can play around with the settings. I like my setting pretty loud because I like to jam out some of my tunes. And so, yes, that's the first thing. So you gotta have this. Of course, you gotta have a plug. You probably want your amplifier right beside an outlet, because if not, it's gonna have to stretch across the whole room. So it has to be right by an outlet. You gotta have some sort of plug to plug into the input and to plug into this guitar. The second thing. This is the third thing. So if you saw my other videos, your electric guitar has way more frets. If you can see. You see these little, you might as well get it close. You see these little bars right here? Those are called frets, okay? 1, 2, my guitar has 20 frets. Other people who are older than me, they can have like 24, they could have like 25, they can have like even 30 if they're a huge guitar. It matters what size. If you are like my age and you're learning, you could have 20 frets. You never know. So you can play around with them. Okay, and then look. You see this thing? This is called a tuner. You clamp it on to the top of your guitar right here. You make sure it's facing you. You can do this if you want. You can have it flat. I like to have it up like this. You can have it flat enough. You can do whatever you want, but I like it like this. Anyways, and so, here's the thing with the tuner. Hold on, let me get out of this. Anyway, so yes, I don't know if you can see it. So look. You put it on, and you see how there's a yellow and a red thing? It doesn't have to be yellow or red. It can be any of them. But if it's over on this side, the right side, that means it's too high. If it's over on the red side, it's too low. And look really close. There's the C. Do you see the C right there? There's G, B, V, and U. The C setting is standard tuning. That's what it's called, standard tuning. You put it onto the top of your guitar. Then, I like it flat, like as I said. Hold on, I might as well go over here. You strum the first note. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to turn the amplifier on. Whoa, that's loud. Okay, so you strum the first one. It's called E, okay? This one's called E, the very first one at the bottom. See how it's inside the red a little? That means it's too low. That means it's good. Then you go to B. This one, then to G. A B is good. Then to G. It's a little bit high. Then D. Then A. Then E. If you have noticed, both of these are called E. This one's called low E. This one's called high E. I know they sound backwards, but so it looks like they're all dirty. But here's what I was gonna say. They sound like they're backwards. Like this one should be low E and this one should be high E. That's not the case. If you were singing this would, if you're singing like in a high motion, like if you're an opera singer, this would be high. Like you're singing in a high voice in an opera. It's high. But if you're singing in a low voice, if you sung in a low voice, it'll be low. And that's the third thing. The fourth thing is, as you can already suspect, this thing is really loud. So if you have a big family like we do, you gotta you can ask them if how loud you want. Like if one of them is taking a nap or something, you might want to not wake them up. And so just be aware that if you have a big family. If you don't have a big family, then jam it all you want. Or if they're okay with you having it loud, that's fine. My family likes me to have it pretty loud. that's another thing. This is called a capo. If you've been wondering what this is not a part of the 8 things. But if you've just been wondering what this is, it kind of looks like a gun. It's like psh. So yes, this is called a capo. You can put it in between the frets like this. They sound different every time. They sound different every time you do it. So it's like this. See how it sounds different than the normal one? Yes. And so now the 5th thing is So the 5th thing is you got your amplifier, you got this, you got your tuner, you got this. But these keys up here, if you're looking, they make if you twist them, they make different sounds. So that's the 5th thing. You gotta notice that. The 6th thing is it doesn't matter what size your guitar is, but some can be huge and up to here. You gotta find the right fit for you. If they're too big, if they're like up here, then that's bad. You gotta have it really comfortable. You have to be really comfortable. The 7th thing is the strap. You can loosen it if you want. You can sit down if you want. It can be high, low. It doesn't really matter. The 8th thing, the final thing, is this. Make sure to like and subscribe to our videos. You gotta make sure to do that, okay? Make sure, because that's a part of this video. Anyways, as I was saying, bye.